Hello everyone! Alright, so just bear with me, I'm just gonna find my chat. There we go. Okay. Excellent. We've got 2 people here, looks like. I'll just switch from top chat to live chat. And before I get started, I just wanted to say, it's been brought to my attention. Hello, Shannon. It's been brought to my attention that there's actually a live stream schedule, which I had no idea about. So, hi Jody, how you doing? So, both Belinda and Heather are streaming as well. I know, I talked to Belinda, and I know she is actually holding a giveaway right now. Hello Adri, how you doing? So I just wanted to say I'm really sorry, to all those who I may have overlapped in the past without realizing it. It was never my intention to do that. Hello Amanda, how you doing? Good morning everyone. I hope everybody's great. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to say, I, I didn't intend to, step on anybody's toes about the live stream. So, I did take a look at the schedule, and unfortunately, there's no time, available for me to stream. So I have 2 streams scheduled, this one and the Disney Colorathon. And then I also have a guest live stream I'm planning on attending on somebody else's channel, in the future. But as far as live streams go, this might actually, be like it for me, only because I don't want to overlap anybody else anymore, and I didn't know that. So I apologize to anybody who I've done that to in the past. I know, Shannon, it really stinks, but it's just I have a really difficult work schedule, and there's not much I can do about it. And I did want to say, yeah, Pickle, yeah, it's just, I feel really badly about that, only because, like, the people who I'm streaming over, I actually want to attend their stream, so it's not really, like, um, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, right now, Belinda is streaming, so you guys want to head on over there. Here's a link to her channel. Hey, Susie. She's holding a giveaway this morning, and her stream is only for an hour, so you can go there, watch her, and then come back. I'll still be streaming for another hour after she's done. I also know, yeah, Adri, I know, you guys can watch me back. I thought, watching me back is really similar to me just recording, in real time, ahead of time, and just uploading it. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And, a lot of my watercolor tutorials are edited down, and they're actually much more popular than any of my live streams anyway. So I think, I'll just figure out exactly what I'm doing. I know I was excited to stream, and it's sort of a bummer, but that's just kind of how it goes, unfortunately. So, it's okay. I'm just gonna... Thanks, Susie. I know, guys, and don't be sad. Like, if another YouTuber invites me to their channel, I will definitely do it. If they are already scheduled, then I won't be stepping on anybody's toes at all. So, we can figure a way. As today goes, I will be continuing this piece. I started this a long, long time ago, and so I created a new playlist in my channel where you guys can see all of the episodes that I've done with this so far. I've done it all live, so you can just catch up. Oh, Adri. Yeah, I don't really know what to do, so I'm just gonna think about it for a minute. Hi, Judy. Yeah, Shannon, it's just the times that I'm like, you guys know I don't have air conditioning in my apartment, so like right now it's 7 in the morning and it's not too unbearable, but when it gets to be later in the day, I'm usually really busy with work, and my studio is, I mean, you could fry an egg on the top of my desk. So I just, you know, it's not really feasible for me to do it later on in the days, you know, during the day. So we'll see. Hello, Alana. No, I'm going to keep going today. So what's going to happen is I'm just telling people that Belinda is streaming the same time as me, and I had no idea that I was also streaming over Heather sometimes, and even Melissa. And I was just made aware of the schedule last night, and because I just don't feel right about streaming over other people, especially because I'm the newbie in town, I don't want to, I don't know what to do at this point, but we're just going to keep going with this, so I'm going to get started. So I think we left off, we were somewhere working on the background or her skin. I'm not really sure. It was a long time ago, but I would just like to sort of like solidify the background first and get that all finished off, and then I'd like to move on into working on her skin. Hi Kimmy, how you doing? So yeah, if you guys all are just joining me, just so you know, Belinda is having a giveaway in her live stream going on right now. Her channel is right here. So you can go ahead and check her out. She's going to be streaming for only 1 hour, and then I'm going to be streaming for 2, so you can come back and join me after she's done. That's really cool. I'm doing okay, Kimmy. I do feel a little bit bad though about not knowing about the schedule for so long. So I'm just gonna get on into it. Hi, Robin. I'm gonna start off with 992. This is Prismacolors I'm using, and I'm gonna rotate the page just a little bit easier for me. Yeah, it's just, you know, I think I've actually ruined some friendships, and I didn't realize that I did that over it. I feel kind of bad that I was just so unaware that I didn't even know what was going on. So I just want to be, you know, more intentional about it at this point, now that I know going forward. So yeah, we'll see, guys. I don't know. I mean, that, like I said, the best times for me, I've always been streaming Tuesdays or Thursdays, pretty early in the morning, and that is either Heather, Color and Felt, or Melissa of Melissa Colors All the Things. And those two ladies, especially Heather, I think she's just started streaming recently. I don't want to overlap her. I want her channel to do really well. So I think I'm just gonna have to consider what else I can do here. Because, you know, I do like supporting everybody else's channels and visiting your streams. I mean, that was so much of the fun of it for me when I was doing that colorathon, was actually getting to check everybody else out and enjoy their streams as well. So yeah, I don't want to like never see Heather just because I'm streaming at the same time as her. I think that's not cool. So what I'm doing, I'm not really burnishing, I'm just sort of adding another like thicker layer, but because I've already added a lot on top, I'm just sort of able to saturate the paper at this point. Let's see, not everyone watches the same TV show and they keep going, but do what you feel is right for you. Okay. Well, if Melissa doesn't stream, you know, then maybe I can do that spot. But you know, I'll just have to like talk to her and see. I don't want to make any. I was gonna actually announce like my regular live stream schedule today, but I don't want to do that now because I don't know what everybody else is doing. So if that schedule isn't accurate, then maybe we can update it or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. It's just like I said, I just don't feel right, especially with Heather just starting out her streaming. I want her channel to really grow and do well, so it's hard enough without having somebody overlapping you. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it is your guys' choice. You know, it's not like I'm forcing you to watch her at all. But you know, at the same time, I don't want to take the attention away from her if there is a choice, if that makes sense. I would rather just do it at a different time. And you know, it's like I said, I had no idea, like, I mean, I knew when certain people streamed, like, I've been attending Dee Dee's streams for a long time, and even if I couldn't attend her streams, I just knew when she streamed so I could catch up on it after. So that's why I always did Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I knew she usually did Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays. So I like deliberately chose not to. I didn't know exactly when she did it, so I just deliberately chose not to do it on the days she did. But yeah, now that I'm getting to know everybody else, I'm like, oh, huh, everybody else is already established too. So, but you know, guys, it's like one of those things where like I just have to, since I'm not very consistent about what I'm doing on YouTube, I just have to figure out what works for me, and we'll figure out. It's not like I'm going away. I'll definitely keep posting videos in any case. So, okay, now that I've gotten that kind of going, I want to switch over. Oh, thanks, guys. I love you guys too. That's why I don't want to do anything mean to anybody. Hey, Susie. I was just coloring the background. So I'm gonna swap to 905. Yeah, yeah, sure. There's different audiences and all that. But, you know, I adore everybody who's already scheduled and who's already streaming. So I feel like if if I want to watch them, you know, I might be being a little selfish here, but I want to see Heather grow, and I want to see, you know, what Melissa's up to, and you know, get to know her better. So, you know, it is kind of tricky if I can't attend their streams, and you guys know I like chatting in your streams. I'm a chatterbox in there, so we're so I can't do that. I can't like get to know you guys better if I'm overlapping you, I guess is my point. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get the argument, guys. It's just like I said, if I want to attend that stream, I'm sort of stuck. I gotta watch it back, and then, well, you guys know it's just not as much fun if you can't participate as well. So ask questions and stuff. So I know that there's blue under here, but I used these teal colors, I believe, in her skin tone, so I just want to bring that color harmony back. So I'm adding more of this bluey green turquoisey color to the background, and it's going to bring both the skin and her environment together, and sort of like mesh the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color all the way down. And the reason I'm starting on the background is it's been so long since I worked on this lady, and so I'm just sort of refamiliarizing myself with the color palette, and just sort of like thinking about what I'm going to do, so that way when we jump into the skin I'm ready to go. So what I hope to do today is very quickly get this background finished up. So at this point I am now pressing fairly hard because there's less pigment on the paper. I don't normally do this, guys. You guys normally know I layer and layer and layer, but I'm going to try and get this done pretty fast so that way we can move on into the skin. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough with time zones, and I'm very happy to stream. You guys know I love streaming. I had so much fun at that color-along, or color-thon. Susie, I would love to see you stream. I would love to see your videos. I think that would be awesome. If you guys don't know Susie, she's a really great artist and colorist. So she does like doodles on her. Oh, I went over. That's okay. She does like doodles, and also she colors on her Instagram account, which is the same, I believe, as her YouTube name. Jody. Aww. Well, too bad you just got one. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I'm not gonna stop making videos for you guys, so don't worry about that, because in any case, you know, I've really enjoyed becoming more involved in the community, and so I'm gonna definitely finish this page on camera in real time. So whether that be in a live stream or just a recorded real-time video, in any case I'm not gonna speed it up, so that way those of you who are following along and want to finish it off with me together, we're gonna do that, so that's cool. And then the other things I have planned for this fall, just so you guys know, I want to do a lot more skin tutorials, and also do some more watercolor videos, because those actually have been really popular. A lot of people have been telling me they want more of those. So I'm going to do some just pure, sort of like my Galaxy one. I'm just going to do some pure watercolor as well, and that way I can teach you guys more techniques and tricks with that. So if there's anything related to those two subject matters, either coloring portraits in all sorts of medias or watercolor, just plain watercolor tutorials, please feel free to either in the chat or the comments below, if it's after the live is done, just put in there what you would like to see. I'm starting well, I already have a list of things I want to cover, but I want to add your guys' questions and requests to that, so that way I can really cover exactly what you're looking for and make sure that I am really helping you guys out. So that's my plan for the channel going forward, and of course I'll throw in some other random videos too, just to keep things interesting. But hair, yeah, sparkle, that's good. Oh, eyes, okay. Watercolor, yep. Okay, cool. So that's all stuff that's already on my list, so that's good. For eyes, Susie, is it that you just, all of your eyes tend to look exactly the same? That happened to me for a long time too. I can show you how to do some variations on drawing eyes. Alright, so I think this color is going to be just right, actually. I like that. With one eye. You got it, Adri. I would love to do more different ethnicities on my channel. I think that's a really, really great point. So we're gonna do all sorts of ages, ethnicities. There's plenty of stuff in my book and also other people's books. So we'll definitely cover that. That's great. Oh man, the spine. Okay. Let's see what anybody else. Children, yeah, that's a tricky one too. I can definitely cover that. Jody. Jody, you do great. Don't worry. Let's see. Skin over my faces. Oh, okay. So your skin, you say ends up looking dirty. There's a couple of reasons why that happens. I can definitely cover, and especially if you guys want to send me your work, and I can show you, you know, what happened. Almost like a, you know how some channels do like sketchbook reviews. I could do sort of like a coloring critique where I tell you what I would do differently, or you know, show you how to do that page. We can do something like that as well. So if there's a particular thing you're struggling with, you can go ahead and email me at lauracolorstoo@gmail.com any of the photos that you want to show me as examples of stuff you're struggling with, because that really helps me pinpoint exactly where I need to help you guys out. So that's cool too. Let's see. You got it, Adri. I used to do that all the time with my students. We would have critique days where all we would do is review the work and talk about how they could do things better. And even though sometimes it's hard to hear, you know, where you're making mistakes, it really makes you progress very quickly. So just fair warning though, guys, if you send me your pictures and want me to critique them, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to... So if you don't want the honest truth, if you don't want help, then don't ask for it, because that's what you're going to get. So I love giving compliments, and I think that that's an important part of encouraging people to continue. But at the same time, sometimes you do need just the harsh reality as well. So... if that's something you're after, I can definitely give that. Okay, so that's looking... Yeah, Kimmy, exactly. So that's it for down there. Like so. And so now I'm going to go up the other way and finish off the background at the top. So I'm going to start... Let's just overlap this color just a little bit. Just smoothing out this, or smoothen? Is smoothen a word? Smooth out this transition between the two colors. Let's see. Yeah, sure, no problem. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Kimmy, I'm not saying, you know, and that's why I don't give critiques unless people ask me, because I don't know who wants it and who doesn't. And so I just point out the positive things I like about people's work, and I never give a critique unless it's asked of me, for that very reason. Some people are sensitive to it or are just happy with their work, and they don't need any input, and I don't want to give them a critique if they're not looking for it. But if you really want it, and you want me to help you and push you forward, I'm really, really happy to do that. I used to do that for students all the time, and it is a great way to learn and grow. That's one of my favorite things, like when people give me a critique and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, you know, and then I change my work and it's so much better, and I feel so grateful to them for helping me out, pointing something I didn't see myself, because sometimes you're too close to your own work. So so it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're not If you don't want help and you don't want to critique, then don't send me your pictures and we're good. I'm joking. It might be now. Okay. So now I'm gonna switch. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this guy actually for a hot second. So we're gonna go to 992 again. And I just wanna bring, you see how I brought this color over? So I just want to bring this guy. So sometimes when I have to go across the page, I have a paper towel here in case I get sweaty. So I'm just going to fill up to this line here. Cutie. Oh. Everybody, we got little Miss Abby came and visit. She's right here, right at my feet. So once we get going on the skin, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, but you guys, I think for the background we can just, is this alright? Or should I zoom in some more, actually? Hello, Katrina. Yeah, I would email it first, and then if you're okay with me sharing it publicly, then I would do that. The reason why I would want to share it publicly is because a lot of people may be too shy to actually share their work and have it critiqued, but I know a lot of people learn just by watching other people being critiqued as well. So I think it's a great learning experience for the whole community. Like I said, if you don't want to be critiqued, if you don't want me to do that, then don't send it to me because, you know, I would want to definitely share it with the group if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I would be happy to like do private lessons. If you want to do private lessons, we can talk about that too. But you know, as far as like only helping one person at a time, I don't know if I can do that for a huge amount of people. That might not be sustainable. So we'll see. Hi, Sarah. And anybody else I might have missed, I think. Alana, the email address you can use, here, I'll type it in for you, lauracolorstoo@gmail.com. Boop. Oh, well, that didn't link it well, but you get the point. I think it's in the description as well. Hold on, let me see. Maybe not. Here, I'll just write it right here. Email me Alright, so I'm just putting a comment below. There you go. You got it. Yeah, Shannon, that's not the right. Here, I'm gonna delete that. Sorry. Boop. Okay. Don't want to put the wrong spelling out there. Thank you though for the effort. Yeah, we'll decide all that and we'll figure it out. But yeah, it's just we'll figure out what I'm doing exactly. I don't know. I do know that I do love videoing and being here on YouTube and being part of the community, and so whatever ends up happening, I'm not going anywhere, guys, so we'll just see how I'm gonna do it going forward, that's all. Okay. I'm just using directional strokes to go off the page so I don't, if I go this way, I'll bend the page. Okay. I think I'm pretty close here. Let's see. Yep. Okay. And I'm just gonna go and make sure I've got all these little doodads. Okay, well that's going to be teal as well. That's fine. I don't have a very sharp point anymore, but that's alright. Still got meat on there. No, Kimmy, let's see. No, Sarah, I'm using Prismacolors. And, Kimmy, I rarely ever sharpen my pencils. Only because, that's just part of the issue, with me. So I'm gonna swap to 1086. That's okay. Oh, is it blurry again? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to say. Is that better? It looks okay for me. I don't know. Hey, Nick and Tina. Yeah, Jude. Yeah, the reason why I'm stingy with my pencils is because when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. And so all of my art supplies, basically what I would do is I wouldn't waste one bit of it. So knowing that my mom, couldn't afford to buy us stuff like that very often, especially when I didn't have my own job, like before I got my, I used to, do babysitting, and then I got a real job when I was 16. So yeah, before I started making my own money and I could afford my own art stuff, I would simply, like with Prismacolors, I would use them until they were down to the wood. So I would just rotate the pencil, keeping as sharp a point as I can, at least on one spot, until the pencil wore down to the wood, and then I would finally sharpen it. And that was the way, because like, I don't know if any of you have grown up with a single working mom who doesn't have a whole lot of money, but, I was the oldest kid, and I guess at a young age, even though she never complained about money to us, I was just aware of the fact that we didn't have it. So, like, I would make my pencils last as long as possible and hopefully never ask her for replacements or more pencils. So pickle. Well, that works too. Let me just blend this out a little more. Whatever works. Hey, you know what? I don't judge. If you want to sharpen your pencils all the time, that's your choice. Like, but yeah, I've gotten people saying, like, why don't you sharpen your pencils? You should sharpen them more often, etc. You're doing it wrong, etc. So, yeah, but I'm not going to change. This is how I've done it my whole life. So you're free to sharpen them at any point. I do it this way. That's just how I've always done it. But what's great is, my mom always made sure that I had the art supplies I needed, and so even though we didn't have a lot of money, I never felt like I needed anything. I always, and I was frugal with my stuff, but I always had stuff, and she always supported me and always made sure that I had paper and pencils and I could always draw. So we didn't have coloring books growing up. The first coloring book I owned was at age, 35, 36. So we didn't have coloring books growing up, and that was okay. I learned just to draw my own stuff and color my own stuff. But yeah, we didn't have what all the other kids had. So, like in my neighborhood, like I would walk to school where some kids had their own cars or whatever. Like, no, I walked to school. I'm like one of those old grannies. I walked 4 miles in the snow. No. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, Kimmy, she was an excellent, excellent mother. Oh, Adri, yeah, I do have a small set of 24 polychromos, and I love them, but I'm actually saving those for work that I want to sell, so I'm not using them as much as in my books. Now, I will use them to show you guys tutorials and stuff. But like if I'm just coloring for myself, I tend to use my Prismacolors because they're not as light fast. And I've been using pencils a lot more in my commission work and also work that I've been selling in galleries, so I don't use pencils that aren't light fast for my work that I sell. So that's sort of where I'm at with that. Okay. Oh, well, that's not the case for me, Adri. Prisms are so cheap here. But yeah. Okay. So now going all the way to the top, I want to lighten up as we go so it feels like it's getting deeper as we go down. So at this top, I actually want to make it quite bright. So I'm going to just go over it. Hello. Welcome back, Robin. I'm going to use 938. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, Sarah. Here they're like a couple dollars more, but I guess depending on your location, different things can be wildly different prices. So I'm sort of going over and overlapping what I've already put down with that lighter blue. We're just going to blend this out, mesh it together. Let's get that background done. So that way we can move on and not even worry about it. See, I color wrong in a lot of ways. Like, I don't use little tiny small circles like this, like a lot of people do. I color back and forth. I'm all self-taught, and I started when I was little, so it's really hard for me to change the way I color. So you guys color however works best for you. I know a lot of people color in circular motions. I try to do that as much as I can, but like this sort of thing, I've always just done back and forth motion, and I'm gonna color the way I'm gonna color. You guys color the way you're gonna color. We're all gonna be good. Just don't send me hate mail. I'm done. I'm done with that. Yeah, Adri, they really do come down quickly. Like, my favorite, my most used pencil for Prismas is this guy here. And even though I hardly sharpen my pencils, it's already down pretty small. But luckily I can buy them open stock, so. Thanks, Kimmy. I mean, you know, there are certain techniques that do make it look better, I think, but I've just been able to get away with doing it the wrong way. You know, I know a lot of professional artists would and teachers and stuff would totally cringe seeing how I work, and that's okay. I mean, whatever. In the end, I'm doing it because it makes me happy, so that's all that matters. Okay, so just overlapping a little bit and blending them together. Okay, so I ignored the bubbles completely. I'm going to go back over those later. Now I'm just kind of taking a look and seeing what else needs to be burnished. Now at this point I am burnishing. Okay. Don't email me. I love Dee Dee. And she's so funny. She inspires me so much. So yeah. Don't email me. I love it. I know. Yeah, I tend to not use polys as much in my books, but I will for showing you guys stuff, so. Okay, so I think that background looks fairly good. So we've got a nice smooth flow between them, and it goes from light to dark. That was what I was after. So now let's move on into the skin, and I'm going to start Let's see, where should I start? On the dark side of the face? Yeah, let's start on the dark side of the face. Jody. That's totally fine, guys. Everybody does, you know, I think everybody can do it however they want, but I do get email. Okay, Sarah. Well, I didn't have that planned for this one, but I can do another one for sure. I'm gonna use 905 again. Shannon. Alright, so I'm gonna go on the dark side of the face, and we're gonna start adding the background color that we added to the background to the skin tone here. And a lot of people ask me how I accomplish like the special like color effects that I do. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh, and this is how I do it. So I'll just, if there's a color in the background, I'll add it into the skin. Alana, this all has been done live, so you can actually watch it all back. I created a playlist on my channel, so if you go to my channel homepage, you can see I have the Mermaid series, so you just want to go ahead and watch all of those. You can see everything I've done up to this point. It was so long ago that I'm not exactly sure what I did, so you... Shannon, it's not going to be blue. It's going to be like my skin tone, you know, like a peachy, pinky kind of color. But I'm going to add this into it. Jody. Yeah, sometimes skin has to go through a couple of different iterations before it looks right. And that's totally fine. Hold on a second here, guys. There we go. Sorry, little kitty here. Okay. So now I'm lightening up my touch, and we're going to create the shadow of her hair. So this is a cast shadow. So I'm going to put this blue, this like tealy, bluey, greeny color, whatever it is, just under her hairline. Let's see, am I missing something? Oh, you're welcome. Yep, no problem. Yep, so this will be all done in real time. I'm going to show you from start to finish how I do this. Even if it's not a live stream, even if it's just an uploaded video, I won't speed anything up, so that way you guys can see the entire process. And there will be nothing that you have to think, you know, you're missing or figure out on your own. You can just follow along with me and we'll get it done. Let's see. Oh, shit. Yeah, Adri, that's alright. That's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, Shannon, you can use any color in the skin. So I'm getting down to the wood here fairly soon, so I may need to sharpen. Let's see. Hi, Kat. How you doing? Good morning. So let's see. I'm gonna have, I believe that the light source is coming from this direction, is what it looks like. So I'm gonna keep on going with that. So now I'm doing the cast shadow from this piece of hair onto her skin. So all of the cast shadows I'm going to be doing in this teal color. You guys might think it looks a little funny right now, but we'll make it work. You'll see. And if you're not not sure about it, then just wait until you see it done, and then do it. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yep, but I've had a bunch of people requesting me to finish this page, so. Thank you, Kimmy. They're not quite done yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, good, Kat. Good to hear. Okay. I love her earrings so much. These seashells are so cool. Kind of want a pair. Does anybody sell these anywhere? Let's see, I think I missed something. Color palettes. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm trying to do something, I'll show you. There's this really cool app. It's free, guys, so hold on, just bear with me. So when I'm like designing, I'm a graphic designer, so when I'm designing and I'm trying to pick a color palette, I use this tool. Pretty awesome tool. I'm sure there's tons of stuff out there just like it. So, you know, there's probably a lot of options, but that's the one I use for figuring out color palettes. You can also upload an image to that if you want to, and just snag the image colors. So that's a cool way to do it. I know a lot of people do it different ways, so yeah, I'm not sure how Color with Claire does it, so let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. Cat, the green that I'm using is 905. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so I'm getting close to being done with the cast shadows, and then we can move on into the ambient shadows. Like right now I kind of do want to sharpen my pencil, but I'm going to hold off. But like I think at this point most people would. Alright, so we've got a fishy here, and if the light is coming from this way, let's just move it a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish up the eyes. So what's going to happen is, since the light is coming from this way, we're going to cast a shadow of the fish. So what I'm going to do is, here's the point of his nose. And we're just going to follow along with the shape that Hanna drew. So I'm going to go slightly up because his little snout here, or whatever it is, goes up. And now for the place where it goes down, I'm going to just go down a little bit. And it doesn't have to be precise. You don't have to feel like you have to copy the shape exactly. And this will give it an effect of him really like being close to her and casting a shadow. So now I'm just going to go over it with a slightly darker color just on the interior of that shadow and leave it kind of soft on the outside, like so. And let's carry that through under here. Yeah, I think, oh, and this bit here. let's just actually go ahead and put that all the way down. Okay. All right, Judy. Yep. Let's see. Kimmy. Contacts? All right. So I'm also going to do the shadow under her nose here. So I think for this, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can use, here, I'll use this. I'm going to try and use down the pencil more. And then I'll sharpen it. So this is a strategy I do a lot. If I want to sharpen my pencil for a specific area, then I'll just try and use it up until I'm ready to sharpen it. Oh, thanks, Nick and Tina. I love you guys too. Oh, Adri, that's a great book. Adri. Oh, yeah, Judy, I hear you there. I've had back pain. I know how that is. It's not fun. Alright, now I'm ready to sharpen. I would actually probably let this go even more. But you can see, even with it down this far, I am able to create a point still by just rotating my pencil all the way around. But now I want a sharp point because I'm going to go and do details in her face. So we're going to sharpen it finally. Get it soon. Yeah, nice. And look, guys, I do sharpen my pencils. Check this out. Wait, hold on, let me. Almost fill. Should I do a giveaway when it reaches the top? I just use like an old takeout container to put my shavings in. Should I do a giveaway when it reaches the top? We're almost there. Maybe on my Facebook group? That's alright, Judy. Hey, you know what? Sharpen them as much as you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do as far as your pencils go. Sharpen them as much as you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do as far as your pencils go. That's your business. I just know for myself, I'm just super picky about, you know. Okay, so I'm going to do her under her nose here. I know a lot of people have trouble with this area. I'm going to do her under her nose here. I know a lot of people have trouble with this area, so I'm going to, actually, let me zoom in too. I don't know what people do about the shavings. I just do that because it's a lot quicker than going to my trash can. Oh, I thought I was the only weird one. That's good, Alana. You're making me feel normal now. No, Judy, I don't think so. A lot of people, I'm talking about like tons and tons of professional artists, say that you should have sharp pencils at all times. So, I'm probably doing it wrong. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it, and everybody can do it the way they're going to do it, and we'll all figure it out in the end. We'll meet in the middle somewhere. So what I'm just doing is just adding this color, just the underside of her nose where it'll create like a cast shadow. see, am I missing anything in the channel? It rang out of hers? Oh. Let's see. Sorry guys. Okay, cool. I thought I was buffering, but I think it was just my YouTube channel. Just my particular screen. I think we're good. Nothing a good old refresh can't fix, right? Okay. So we've got like this spot here. Let's see. I do treasure my pencils. Judy. You know what? I don't care if I do things like the wrong way. I just do it how I want to do it. And for coloring, I don't let anybody boss me around. So even if they send me hate mail, I just delete it. So you guys, you know, don't worry. Okay, so I'm also gonna put this color on just under her lips here. She put them in a plastic thingy on her ring and filled it with shavings. Oh, that's cool. Alright, well, if anybody out there is making jewelry out of shavings, you can definitely email me for that. I will send you my shavings. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe when that little bin gets full, I'll do a giveaway on Facebook or something. So if you're not in my Facebook group, here I'll show you where to go. My Facebook group is right here, guys. Hi, Sammy. How you doing? Pickle. Oh, Kimmy, I've gotten tons of hate mail. I'm used to it by now. That's cool. Don't you worry, though. Oh, here we go. Incoming kitties. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me just zoom out so that way if she bumps the camera, you're not going to feel too disoriented. Hey, sweetheart. You going to come and say hi to everybody? Hi. Say hi, everybody. I'm a superstar. Oh, you're going to just sit on my pencils? Okay, you're allowed to do that. No? Sorry, guys. Just 1 minute. Aw, Adri, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, Susie, I don't know. I can't explain. I think we talked about this the other day on my channel. Yeah, I've had people say that I shouldn't be singing. I had people say that my pencils are too blunt. I've had people say that I shouldn't color back and forth, that only in circles. I've had, yeah, there's been like, I don't even want to go through all the comments, but yeah. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Here, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say right here. Abby girl. Yep. Yes, exactly, Susie. We're taking a little kitty break. She is so snuggly right now. Abby, say hi. You gonna just sit on there? Okay. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Can we do this with the kitty? Yes, we can. Alright, so we're just going to color sideways for a while until Abby moves on. Yeah, I think I'm going to get criticism no matter what I do, and that's just, you know, how it is. That's okay. Thank you, Adri. Thanks, guys. Yep, it's, don't worry, you know, I don't let it stop me from streaming, that's for sure. Okay, so we were over here. I'm having a pretty light touch with this pencil. I do want to add a little bit of that color just right there. And also, let's add a little bit more. Let's zoom in if I can. Let's see if I can get... Yeah, oh, no, okay. Abs. My little sweetheart is, oh, thank you, Sammy. That's so sweet of you to say. Hi, cutie. Yeah, you sweetheart. Wanna say hi to everybody? Yeah. Snuggle bunny. Little kitty break, huh? Never hurt anybody. So I'm just adding this color in everywhere I think it should go. Mostly in the shadows. Just to tie it together with that background. So let's see. I'm missing something. Lana. I think I missed something. Sorry if I missed something. I don't know. I'm so bad at the chat. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I got kitty hair all over. That's good. You adding to the picture, Abs? So now I'm going to take this more sharp pencil now that I have a sharp point. I'm also going to go in and add this color to the eye here, just the crease of the eye where that shadow will really fall. I'm going to darken that up, and also just under her eyebrow and in this little corner here. Let's see, this corner here where Hannah gave us that little notch. So we're going to take this pencil from that notch. So kind of Hannah to do that. Just help us out a little bit with where to put it. And I'm just going to do it in a really soft layer. So when I'm doing this color in the lighter areas of the skin, I would prefer to use a light touch and just go over it if I need to, versus pressing hard and trying to get the right color right away. So you'll see me go over it a couple of times until it brings it up to the color I want. So that's a really great trick if you're not sure how much to add. Just go really light with it and then just layer, and that'll kind of help you gauge how far you need to take it. Judy, you know, it's funny, I didn't know that was a requirement. I just luckily happen to have this sweetie right here to keep me company. I can tell she's a little itchy this morning. You doing okay, cutie? Abby has severe allergies, guys, so she tends to actually struggle in the mornings. The only time of the year she doesn't get itchy is in the winter time when everything's dead because it's under the snow. But yeah, poor thing. She takes Zyrtec, so she had her medication already. But yeah, I can just tell that normally she's a little bit more active, so I can just tell she's suffering a little. Let's see. Robin. Mine does that too. Oh, thanks, Christina. Hi, Kathy. Okay, Pickle, here's a really great trick for you as far as getting light-handed goes. Let me just grab... Here's a quick tip for you guys today. So let's just do a little trick here. So when you're coloring, Jody, do you have your hands all the way up here? Are you holding your pencil like this? I want you to just pick up a pencil and hold it. Tell me what you're doing here. Is it right here? Or here? Having your pencil up tight to the tip allows you a lot more control on where it goes. So that's generally where people, and that's where we write. We don't write holding our pencil all the way back here. Or if you do, you're like super duper artistic and you don't even know it. But most people hold their pencil like this. Like you're writing. Alright, so when you're writing, hey cutie. I'm scared. Judy. Oh my goodness. Hey Joe Beth, good morning. Yeah, tip to get rid of the death grip. We're going to go through it right now. I just want to know how you're holding it so I can tell you how to adjust. But I have a pretty sneaky suspicion how you're holding it. So death grip, it's like you're holding it and you're like this. So you've got your finger flexed, right? So it's almost like, right? So it's not, if you watch me when I'm coloring, I don't ever press hard on the pencil. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? I think I'm missing some people who just came in, but welcome everyone. Yeah, so you hold it like this. So a lot of people they'll have their, oh good, all right. So they'll have their pencil like this and they're holding it really tight. Like you can tell that when the ends of your fingers, if you have natural nails like me, hi Belinda, if the end of your fingers are going white, you're holding it too hard. So just loosen up, let go, just balance the pencil like this on the end, just like this. So you can just hold it like this. It'll roll around if you don't touch it. Well, that's good, Adri. I mean, you can definitely press harder. Oh, Abby's on the move. Where are you going, honey bunny? Where are we going? Okay, going over there? That's fine. That's good, actually. Perfect. That's good. You sit there. Okay. Loretta, thank you for being here. So what we're doing for everybody who's just filing in from Belinda's stream, what we're going to do is show how to get rid of the death grip. Once Abby gets settled. Okay. So a lot of people hold their pencil like this. They've got their finger flexed, they're pressing down, and they're holding it really tight to the end. So the first thing I want you guys to do is just let go of these two fingers, the pointer and the thumb, and just rest on your hand like this. And then now when you put you don't need to, like the pencil, like you can see, even without my thumb, you don't really need to hold it with your thumb. You can do this. I can hold it upside down, right? So, and you can see I'm barely touching the pencil. Loretta, I have no idea. All I know is that she wants to spend time here with us. So that's really sweet. I'm not going to push her out. Yeah, I'll just give her a little more room. There you go, sweetheart. The first thing you want to do is just to loosen up. You can see, like, I can just hold it like this, and not even, you know, the thumb is almost just like a extra. Yeah, it is pretty funny. And the other thing I want you to do is I want you to try. Don't go all the way back here because you're probably going to feel really uncomfortable about it. But I do hold my pencil back here sometimes. But what you want to do is go halfway through, loosen up your hand, make sure that this finger is just barely touching the pencil, and then go ahead and with the flat, so I don't know if you guys can see, but so I'm not holding it up and down like this. I'm holding it to the side and just doing that. So Pickle, I want you to try this. You can see, now if I hold it up here and I'm pressing really hard, this is what you're getting. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference here. So that's how I do light touch. And then the more and more comfortable you get, the further back on the pencil you move, the lighter it is on the actual pencil. So that's the best way if you're not used to, you know, doing a light-handed touch. Just sort of work your way back on the pencil, and just make sure that these two fingers are really just sort of there to guide the pencil, and you're not, you know, you don't need to bear down. You just have to sort of just let your hand glide over the paper. It'll do the work, especially with Prismas being so soft. You know, you can just touch the paper and it makes a mark. Of course, I'm so happy to help. Hello everybody that's coming in. So we just covered how to loosen up your grip if you have a death grip on your pencils. And we were working on this page. This is, I don't even know if I said, this is Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. And you can catch the earlier live streams that I did a while back to where we are now. Yeah, Christina, I just don't use those because I switch pencils often that it would really slow me down. But yeah, that's another great tip. There's a lot of ways that you can do it. That's just my advice, is just to sort of relax your hand and kind of just, you'll find that you can color for longer too. Yeah, of course, guys. Hey, Kenny, are you all right, honey? All right, I'm gonna get back to it. Good. Okay, it helps a lot. Great, Alana. Here and paper towel because now it's getting fairly hot here, so I don't want to sweat on the book. so now what I'm going to do is the areas that we put this teal color down, I'm just going to soften that edge a little bit now that I have a nice sharpened point, not like earlier. I'm also going to fix any areas where maybe I wasn't super precise and just sort of kind of bring it all together. Let's see. Hi, Tracy. Let's see. I think I missed something. Hey guys, the chat's moving faster than I'm normally used to, so if you want to put your questions in caps, that would be great. Thank you, Belinda. Whoa, that's too far. Let me just zoom in just a little bit. Not like, we don't need microscopic here. Okay. So just adding this color anywhere where there would be shadows. Again, remembering that the light is coming from this direction, so this area won't get a whole lot of shadows. So yeah, you can see I'm holding the pencil like this. Yeah, this is a Magical Dawn. Thank you, Judy. Oh yeah, do I have the wrong, I have the wrong thing in my title. I'll fix that when the video's over. Yeah, so I'm holding my pencil like this, and we're gonna, let's move this over a little. We're gonna keep going, just really gently adding this color in, and then when I go and put the skin tones over top of it, it won't look as bright as it will now. It's just that I want it underneath the other layers. Oh, Abby took off. Okay, we got the whole desk to ourselves now. Hey, cutie, it's too hot to be up here. Yeah, she's gonna go sit by the fan now. Hello, Darla. Hi, Joey. Who else? Who else am I missing? Goodness. Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching. I think this is the most amount of people I've ever had watching me. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're just having some fun here. Okay, I'm gonna finish up, fix this area here where the hair was, and then we're gonna move. I wanna move on to the. I think the lips. Right now, the lips are the only thing sort of blank on her face and under her nose here. So I think I want to do that just to kind of bring it all up at the same time and work on it all at once. So I think that'll be what we work on after we're done the shadows. Oh, thank you, Jody. Who else? Hey, Misbehavin'. Hi, Christina. Hi, Les Colos. Yeah, so, the thing, Loretta, here is she will have shadows under her eyes, but I don't want to use this color with it because it's in the light here, so the shadows will be really subtle. So you'll see later on I'll use a different color, probably my favorite, like burnt sienna or another brown color to do that bit. So what I'm just doing with this pencil is the deeper shadows and the cast shadows from her hair. And so that way, if you add too much of this color in the wrong spot, she'll look like if you know, this will all be in shadow over here, but if I add this color to all of her cheek, then she'll look like she has a 5 o'clock shadow. So it's really tricky. If you're not sure where to put the shadows, then I would use a neutral color. The reason why I'm showing you guys this type of shadow scheme or this like color effect is because it's something that people ask me all the time. And I feel like it's a lot easier to follow along in a real-time video, so that's why I wanted to do this particular page in this way. But you know, if you're uncomfortable using this color in the face, then you can swap this pencil that I'm using right now for this burnt sienna color instead. So here, I'll show you guys. This would work really well in the shadows. So 943 burnt ochre, you could totally use that instead, and it would look beautiful as well. But, oh, thanks, Susie. Oh, I'm sorry, Susie, I must have missed something there. Oh, Belinda, thank you. It's a Samsung Galaxy S8. Nothing fancy here. I use my cell phone and I use like a clip holder. I can show you guys. Hold on. Let me just finish this. Okay. So when I'm streaming, let me zoom out. So anybody that gets disoriented, you want to close your eyes. I'm going to take it off the camera. I mean, off the clip. So this is what I use. I think Vicky was asking me about this. So you guys can see. Oh, here, I'll just show you. I'll give you guys a little, let's do a little tour of my desk area. So I have the 2 collabs that were sent to me right there. I usually have my laptop open with the chat so I can read it. I've got my pencils all laid out. These are like pencil rolls that I got on Amazon, and my book, of course. And then this clip thingy is a gooseneck clip. It was only like 11 bucks or 12 bucks or whatever. Works great to hold my, you know, my cell phone. And then this is like my shelf where I keep all of my art supplies. So I've got all of my different pencils. So this is like my polys and my, I've got a couple of Lumis. So these are like my expensive pencils basically. I've got, these are, what are they? The Artisas. I've got, oh no, these are the Artisas, and these are What are these guys? Oh, these are my vintage pencils. We've got Crayola pencils, I've got Arteza watercolors, and I've got, what are these? Oh, these are my old vintage Prismacolor watercolors. Yeah. So these are like the old, I've had these since like 1998. I don't use them that often because I'm scared of it. And then, you know, so then I have like gel pens, crayons. These are all my markers in these bags here. And I've got some of my less expensive markers sitting out. I usually prefer to store my pens laying flat, so that's why you see them in these bags. And then I do have some like watercolor stuff over in this bin. And then of course I've got my color wheel here. I've got like a little grayscale value finder thingy. I've got some templates that I used to use when I was airbrushing. And all my brushes and odds and ends and stuff like that. So there's my little art spot. I've got more supplies, but that's like my main used stuff. People were asking me about that, so I figured why not show you guys while I'm already showing you my stuff. Thank you. And then I have more stuff in Tupperwares, like my acrylics and stuff like that, but they don't fit. They don't fit on my shelf. Okay, let's get back to it. Thanks, guys. So that it's funny. I used to work at a framing shop, and that clear acrylic thing, they were throwing it away in the dumpster. I'm like, no, I want it. So I dumpster dived for it and cleaned it up, and now it's mine. But you guys see, like, I don't have a lot of different types of, yep, you got it, Loretta. I don't have a whole lot of different brands of pencils. I just started collecting Lumis, so I have a few, but, you know, my collection will grow over time. So where were we? Oh yeah, I want to fix the ear. It's a little bit messy. Let's just smooth that out. So now I'm just going back and fixing any areas where, like, I used that blunt pencil earlier. Now I'm just gonna soften it with this nice sharp point now. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Nick and Tina. Thank you so much for supporting. Yes, I buy them one at a time, Adri. I can't afford to get them all at once, so what I do is I just, I can show you actually the colors I have. These are all skin tones, so if you guys are wondering which luminance skin tones to get, so the ones I use the most are 077, I think is the number. .876. I use this one a lot for darker skin. 069. Use this one a lot for shadows. 407. Then this is great for like pinks, like cheeks and lips. 571. I don't use that one very much. This one I use though. This is 872. So I'm giving you guys my Lumis skin tone set. The ones that I'm gonna skip the ones I don't use very much. 832. That one. And then of course 801. And I have a white pencil too. I use this one a lot for shading the iris, not the iris, the whites of the eye and the teeth. It's 93. So those are my favorites. This is all the Lumis I own. But they are really, really great for skin. So if you are looking just to get a couple of good pencils for skin tone, those are beautiful. And those are light fast, so I've been using those on the pieces that I'm selling. Yeah, Christina, I don't have a full set of polys yet, but I like softer pencils myself. That's just my own preference, so that's why I'm going for Lumis. I was gifted a small set of polys, so I do use them, but I mostly prefer softer pencils, so that's sort of... I don't have any Derwent Light Fast. I wish I did. I've heard that they're beautiful. Yeah, if you're only looking for a few skin tones for Lumis, that would be the set I would pick for you. And of course there are other beautiful colors too, but those are the ones that I use the most. So I think I had somebody ask that, so now we've covered it. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to swap from that color. Yeah, Loretta, I do a lot of skin tone collecting myself. I want her lips to be like a coral color, so let's see here. I didn't really test this. Let's see what we got here. So what I'm just doing is just sort of, I might go with my fave. Yeah, maybe that one, and maybe a more pink color. This might work. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to use Hanna, burnt sienna. So this is how I pick colors. I'll just sort of click around a little bit. Salmon pink. Where is that? Salmon pink. Here. This one might be too orange. I don't know. Yeah, I think a little too orange for her lips, but I might use that in her skin tone. I think I'm going to go with, yeah. This one is Nectar. Okay. I use these colors a lot for lips. I'm not surprised. So we've got the 3 colors I'm going to be using. I'll call them out too, but just so you can pull them as well. It's 1092, 1031, and 943. So these 3 guys here are the ones I'm going to be using. Yeah, Tracy. Pencils are expensive. But yeah, what I do is I just save up and get them as I can. Let's see, I think I missed something. Yeah, I have a couple of Holbeins, again, like, were gifts, so I was really lucky. Okay, so now I'm going to work, let's work first on this side here. So we're going to go and now add, oh wait, I was going to do the lips. What am I doing? I do want to use that there though. Hello, Laura. Okay, let's zoom in more. Okay, we're going to do the lips. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Oh, really? You can't find them on Amazon anymore? Huh. I like polys too, Judy. It's just I'm so used to soft ones. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I'll have to look at eBay. Okay, so we're going to do the lips and the nose. So under the nose here, yeah, I want to use this color, so I'm using 943. And I'm just going to fill in this. I'm not going to burnish, but I'm just going to add this color to it. And I'm also going to just add this color right, can you see? Right along here. And now I'm gonna, so this is what I was talking about before. We laid down the teal color. We don't want it to be that bright, so now I'm gonna just go over it with this burnt ochre until it's no longer super tealy, but you can see the undertones are still there. So then as we finish off a face, it'll feel like she's in the environment and not just like pasted on. So I'm going to do the same thing, and this color will sort of neutralize and knock back the vibrancy of that that teal color. Okay, and a lot of people ask me about how to do just under the nose, so that's why I want to show you guys that too. Oh, you got it, Susie. Oh, that's a great tip, Kenny. Thank you. I'll have to check them out. And if, Adri, if you, I don't know if Adri's still here. If you want to link them, you can. If you find something, go ahead and link it. Thank you guys for sharing your information on where to get this stuff, because sometimes I feel like it's a treasure hunt finding the art supplies you need. Okay, so now that we're moving on into the lips, actually I want another darker color as well, so hold on, let me look. This one maybe. Yep, okay, I'm gonna add Tuscan Red, so this is 937. I'm gonna add this to the mix. Yeah, Susie, I feel the same way. I'm gonna sharpen this one, so Judy, this is for you. Okay. So now I want to start just at the line where her lips meet with this fairly sharp pencil. And I'm just gonna soften that line. Go right under it. Now where this curve comes up, you see that? I'm just gonna bring that up a little. So I just took that curve and just continued it up into the lip. And now in that little corner that I created, I'm just gonna fill that in a little bit. So again, I just went like that. And now we're gonna do sort of the same thing with the bottom lip. So I'm gonna go right here, just under that black outline. And then I'm gonna bring that up, same sort of spot. This will help create a more three-dimensional look, and I'm actually gonna extend that line art out just a little bit. Just my own personal preference to kind of even up the two sides of her lips. Like that. And I'm leaving a little gap there. Oh, okay. I've never had my old tattoos get itchy before. Okay, so then let's continue this right here. And I'm just doing this because it was the only spot on her face that looked blank, and I think it was distracting. So let's just fill it in and get it going. It doesn't have to be finished, but I just want to at least get the general idea of how I want it to look started. Okay, I think that'll do for that. Oh wow, lead content. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if they have lead content, then, oh, okay, Loretta. Yeah, so if they have lead content, then don't chew on them. In fact, I don't recommend chewing on any of your pencils, just as a general public service announcement. They're much better used on the paper than in your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry, I switched and I forgot to say what color. I'm so sorry, guys. It's 10:31. Judy. Yep. Yep, that's me. Okay. So I'm just extending that darker color up now with this slightly lighter color. I love this color for mouths. I want it to feel like a natural lip, not too like makeup-y, because she's underwater, so. I'm giving her a slightly darker lip than I think is natural, but I don't want it to be like bright red. I want it to be more neutrally. Okay, and since the light's coming from this side, I want to go ahead and just put all that in shadow. So. Okay. Let's see here. I think yeah, don't sniff it either, Belinda. Judy. Oh goodness, guys. Okay. Yeah, so if you have Holbeins, apparently they have some sort of lead problem. So just don't chew on them, sniff on them, give them to your pets or your children or anything else. Just keep them safely tucked away and just use them on your books. And that's it. And you'll be fine. Oh my goodness. This is so weird. Okay. Actually, hold on before I switch. I'm gonna just add a couple. So now what I'm doing is I'm just right near the shadow lines. I'm just adding a couple of lines going up and down from the center line there. This will just create more of a softer look than just having those dark ones. Yeah. Okay, I think that'll work. And just because I'm, you know, I like to add colors in where they're not supposed to go. Hello, Beth Ann. Yeah, Shannon, I love streaming with you guys, I will admit. Let me just talk to Melissa and see if she's planning on scheduling at her time, and if not, then I can take her spot. But like I said, I don't want to I don't want to step on anybody's toes, so we'll see what happens there with that schedule. But I do apologize to anybody who I've streamed over in the past. That was never my intention to do that. I just was unaware that there was actually a schedule until last night. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding a little bit of that pink color into some of the shadows, just selectively around her lips. Again, just to kind of let that light feel like it's bouncing around and playing off of itself. So yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but the lips here are bouncing a little bit of color onto just the underside of her nose. Let's see, Kenny, separate shipper. Oh, Kenny, I hope you feel better soon, honey. And if you need to go rest, please do. Don't worry, this will be here when you get back. And you can watch it back. Now I'm going to use Nectar. Let me sharpen it for all of you guys. Loretta, I get them from a art shop called Cheap Joe's Art Supply or Amazon, depending on if they are in stock or not. So I can create a shopping list for you if you want. So I'm going to use 1092. Let's see. Yeah, Shara. I just, yeah, we'll see. I think I have upset a couple people in the past and not realized why I did. So I just want to avoid that if possible. There's no reason why I have to overlap anybody if I can help it. Like, this morning I would have loved to attend Belinda's stream, but of course I couldn't because I was here. So yeah, it's more about me wanting to participate in other people's chats as well, and not, and like I said, not, I mean, if we can rearrange it so it's not overlapping, then why wouldn't I try to do that? So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to make any promises though. I really do need to talk to Melissa, and I don't know her that well, so I don't know how she's going to take it. But we'll see. So I'm just smoothing out what I put down before, and I'm leaving some areas fairly light. It's because I want her lips to feel shiny since she's underwater. And again, I'm going to use this same Nectar color, which, by the way, I just love this color for skin tone, especially, it's like a little bit peachy, but it's pink too, so it's good for that sort of like seashell-y pink color, which I'm going for her skin. So I'm going to just add a little bit of that just under her lips there to define her chin more. And now I'm just following, you can see the curve of her lips. I'm just going to follow that curve right here. Let's see, chat. I love Cheap Joe's. I say if you're in the US, Cheap Joe's sometimes has better deals than even like the 40% coupons in, you know, physical stores. But as much as I can, I try and go to my local art shops just to save, you know, even if we get free shipping, I don't like, you know, the environmental impact that causes. So I try as much as possible just to go to my local art shop for most of my stuff. And since they do coupons and stuff like that, then I usually also get a better deal than I find on Amazon. But if I can't find it, of course I'm going to get it on Amazon. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to define the chin area a little bit more. And I'm using this peachy pinky color. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I do like this as an undertone. I'm also going to add this peachy pinky color. It's still the 1092. I'm going to add it to... Oh, wait, I'm off camera. Sorry. Oh, no, wait, I'm not off camera. Am I? No. Oh, Judy. Oh, thank you, Susie. I usually have, like I'll go to either Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's, and usually one of them always has a 40% or 50% off one item coupon. And so, luckily they're all fairly close to me, so I can just go there and buy one item and leave and try not to look at anything else. I just go there like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. And then I go in the store, I beeline it for that aisle, and then I go right to the checkout, and I try not to look at anything on the way, because that's the only way I can get out of there without spending all of my money. So those 3 chains, and then there's also a local mom and pop shop that takes like competitor coupons. So sometimes like if a shop doesn't have what I'm looking for but they do, then they'll take that 40 or 50% off coupon too. And I love those guys. I love supporting local small businesses over the big chain stores, just because I know that like they started it as a small business, and it's not easy for anybody who has started a small business. You know, it's like your blood, sweat, and tears. So I like supporting those guys a lot. But you know, let's see. I guess, Kat, I guess it must be regional. I don't really have too much of an issue. Yeah, I guess maybe. Oh yeah, Kat, I don't buy my Prismas with them. I actually didn't buy my Prismas at all. My boyfriend did, but I know he bought them on Cheap Joe's. And I buy my single replacements at the mom and pop shop because they only charge, I think it's $1.50 per single pencil, which is pretty good, I think. But yeah, so there's some things, like what I'm talking about is paper. Now I've gone too dark here. It's okay. What I'm gonna do is, where's my eraser? Yeah, it depends on what you're getting. Like, I wouldn't buy Prismas at those chain stores unless you have like a 50% off coupon and they're on sale or something. So you just have to kind of bargain shop. So I have this little mono eraser. I went a little too heavy-handed on that. No big deal. If you don't press hard, then it lifts up really well. Okay, now let me just adjust that little spot. There we go. Oh, cool, Judy. Probably. They probably have to do their sales just to compete with other stores. But you know, I think a lot of it too is regional. Like maybe the deals I'm getting are not the same deals you're getting. So I think, you know, you just really have to personally shop around and make sure that you're getting a good deal. I think it really does depend on where you're at and what the stores are running at your spot. Because I don't think they're all exactly the same. I think they're franchised. So I think different stores run different ads. Yeah, there is a Blick near here, but actually they're really expensive because they're in downtown Philadelphia and they charge astronomical prices. Like, I can't even walk in that store. It's just not happening. So, like I said, I think it really does depend on the particular store and where it is in relation to, you know, I think, like, heavier populations or whatever. I don't know. There's some sort of thing going on with pricing there. Don't ask me what it is, but... yeah. Me too, Judy. I'm actually showing at an art show this weekend. I'm really excited. I'm going to be showing my work in a gallery in downtown Philly. So if any of you are local and want to show up, just DM me and I'll give you all the info. It's going to be really cool. And it's going to support a local charity, which is really awesome. So it benefits the Global Girls Project. And basically what that is like... They take these ladies who, young women who might be at-risk youth, and basically give them volunteer opportunities, and then also overseas travel opportunities, and just sort of like, so basically they work for their travel, and it's a really cool program. I just love that they're taking kids who might otherwise get in trouble and teaching them to be good citizens and volunteer and community service and stuff. So really awesome. So that's why I'm doing it. I saw the program and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I'll do that. Night, Sharon. Thanks for joining. Thank you. You know, even if I don't sell one thing, the fee that I paid to get into the show, that goes to the charity as well. Oh wait, am I off camera? I'm sorry. So, even if I don't sell anything at all, I've done good that day, so I'm pretty happy. So now I'm just adding, against the teal shadows that I added earlier, I'm just adding this pink color. This will tone it down a little bit and also sort of transition it into the rest of the skin. I'll probably layer other colors on top of this later, but I'm just sort of getting a feel for where those other shadows will go. So that's what we're doing here. So just sort of blending out that teal into her skin. So, and the reason why this works is if you look at the color wheel, let me just take a color wheel break and show you guys why. So we're using a blue-green color here, and the colors I'm using are a more neutral version of like a red-orange or a red. So it's opposite itself on the color wheel. So what happens is when you add any color to the opposite on the color wheel, it makes a neutral color. And I can demonstrate this. Hold on, let me show you. So here's that teal color we had. I'm just going to take this nectar that I've been using and I'm going to go right on over it. And you can see it's no longer a bright green anymore. It's more of a brown color or a gray. So of course it's not a perfect complement, but it's close enough on the color wheel that those neutralize each other out. And so that's how I'm going to accomplish that teal in her skin without actually making her look like she's sick. Because it's a tricky thing to do, but that's why I wanted to show you guys. See. Rochelle. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I haven't shown my art in a gallery in years, so it's going to be just a nice experience all around, just to, oh, I have to zoom in. Sorry. I just have to, wait, I missed something. What did you say? That damn photo is very symbolic. Judy B. That's alright, you don't have to use it. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I love portraiture. I have the most experience in art with portraiture out of everything. I'm not the best out there, but I do really, really love it. So we're just gonna go over this. So I'm just softening those transitions between the teals and the rest of the skin. And this creates almost an iridescent look, which is, I want her to feel like she's almost made of like seashell. That's the sort of effect I'm going for here. So that's why I wanted to really add these strong teal undertones to her skin. So that way she really feels like she's like a mermaid and not just like a human underwater. So I'm just sort of ignoring her eyebrows for now, but they might start bothering me and we might have to work on those too. We'll see. Let's see here. We should use it. Judy, you don't have to be normal. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I used to be an art teacher, and I still teach private watercolor classes. So I just, I'm so used to that style of walking through stuff. Oh, thank you, Shell. Yep, I think I got everybody. I think so. Alright, so now I'm going to go under her eye. I'm just going to use a light touch. And, yep, we're still in camera. That's good. And when I'm not sure how dark I want it, I just layer and layer until it looks right. So you'll see I'll start lightening up my touch now as we get into the lighter areas of her skin. But I definitely want this nectar color in her cheeks. And then I think I'll switch over to a more neutral color for the rest of her shadows. Maybe I'll do this on the other eye though. I need to even that up. You guys see I jump around a lot. It's kind of hard not to, like, I just sort of work where I see needs work, so I just sort of, like, I don't know how people just like work from the top down and don't like work all at once. Like, I don't know how people do that. I just can't. It's really amazing that they can do that, but I find it a lot easier just to work the whole face up all at once. Let's see. That's awesome, Joba. Yeah, the reason why I stopped teaching is I didn't actually like the way that the see, I feel like art is an individual journey and everybody has their own thing, what they want to do, and I didn't like that when I was teaching those bigger classes where like I had a curriculum and I had to follow a certain lesson plan. I felt like it was really limiting, and when I went off of the lesson plan I used to get in trouble. And I feel like art is such a personal experience that not being able to tailor the class for the individual students was so frustrating for me. So now I just teach private lessons, and that way I can do exactly what I want and I don't have to listen to anybody telling me how to teach. It was just, I feel like some curriculum you can get away with that, but art is too subjective and personal, and I feel like if you just teach it like it's like a science class or something, then people aren't going to get as much out of it. So yeah, I didn't really like that experience that much, but I did love my students though. So I think that's why I've always tried to teach in some sort of way, just because I love helping people out. And oh, Joe Bath, you totally get it. Oh, Tracy. Yeah, I feel kind of sleepy too, lady. So I'm just going to even it up and work over here on the other eye. And I will have to go soon, but if there's anything if you have any questions or you want me to show you any more tips or tricks, please go ahead and put it in the chat and I'll definitely take a look and see if I can do it in a quick way. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys coming by, and again, I apologize to anybody in the past who I have streamed over inadvertently. That was never my intention to step on anybody else's streams or anything like that. So we'll see what's happening, but I will definitely finish this real time in video for you, even if it's not in a stream. But we'll see. I'll talk to Michelle and see if she's not streaming anymore at her time. Maybe I can snag that spot. We'll see. Thank you, Tracy. That's okay, Loretta. You can watch it back. I'm not gonna delete it. She'll be there. So I'm just gonna do the other cheek real quick. Just on this side here. And then we'll keep going, of course, but I'll show you guys. Oh, thank you, Christina. Let me show you guys how it looks. So here's where we left off. Let's see, I'm slumping. Yeah, Loretta, I get it. You know, people might not watch me if I'm not streaming. You know, we'll see. Like I said, I don't really know what's going on. I just found out about it yesterday, so I just have to kind of figure out. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Susie, pretty much all of the stuff I've been doing on that Doodle account. And I've also been working on some other stuff that I haven't shown yet that I'm keeping a secret just so that it can be debuted at the show. And then I'll post it later on Insta. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And I'll just end the stream. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just end this stream by showing you my little sweetie once more. And she's now on the floor. It's too hot. Abby. Say hi to everybody, cutie. Hi. And you can see there's some art supplies and other stuff over there too. So I've got art stuff everywhere. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Hello, people. I love you. Right? Is that what you say? Well, itchy. All right. We'll get you some more medicine, I think. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. It's so hot though. You guys, it's like already really warm, so. Alright guys. Thanks again. So I'm going to finish this up. I will be working on this as I go. I will be videoing so that way you guys can see all of the process. I'm so glad to be a part of the community, guys, and thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. You guys who stream totally understand what I'm saying. We put a lot of heart into our channel, so yeah, it really means a lot. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.